Hello and welcome to another episode of BBL After Trivia Podcast. My name is Brandon and I am here with the demure Bree.
Well, hello there.
And we also have another guest. I will introduce them in just a little bit. But Bree, what does BBL stand for this week? Yeah, you weren't prepared for this.
I was not prepared. That was go. Bright, bold, living.
Bright, bold living?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, it works. So bright, bold living. And we've got a different episode that we're doing because we're doing kind of like a wine and dine, or as Bree likes to say,
We got snacks.
ShnAAAcks. We got ShnAAAcks. Now, like I said, we do have someone else with us today. We're going to be asking them lots of questions, but we also have the very mindful Eddie. Hello, Eddie.
Hello, y'all.
So Eddie is here. We're going to say that this is his audition for the show.
Yes, very so.
Yes, so that's why we're going to be asking you lots of questions. Some of them may be uncomfortable, so just let us know. You still have to answer, but
100%. Yes.
Yes.
You know what? I think that it just makes this podcast even better.
Oh, good. Yes, we need more evil. So, but to get us started, let's go ahead and go around the room and see like what everyone's done. I think on the list I put myself first just because. Might as well just get it done and over with. The day that we are recording this episode is the day of the Pokemon World Championship. So that started today. We saw the opening ceremony as well as a few Swiss rounds. Now, if you don't know what Swiss rounds are basically where you are given to, if you are competing, you are matched up with a completely random person for the first game. And depending on the results of that, you will then get matched up with someone else that had the same results. So if you won the first game, if you won the first round, then in round 2, you will match up with someone else who won the first round.
Oh, so it's not like you lost, so you have to play the winner because you suck and we're trying to get you out.
Pretty much.
Like most tournaments.
Yeah,
Right,
no,
right.
that is like, that is after all the Swiss rounds are done.
The worst plays the best, and so we can just wheedle it down.
Yeah.
Honestly?
Although
Wow.
it's lots of fun whenever the losers win.
True.
No, it is. I love a good underdog story.
Bracket busters.
I love it. So, but they are doing 9 rounds of Swiss today, and then tomorrow they are going to be doing day 2 Swiss rounds, where you have to get, I think you have to have a minimum of 21 points, and you get 3 points for each win. So 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, and you don't get any points for a loss.
So everybody plays 9 rounds today?
Everybody plays
Okay.
9 rounds.
Okay.
Now, if you get more than 3 losses, because that is just guaranteed, you're done. Like, you're not able to go on to the...
Eliminated.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, day 1 is as far as you'll get.
Me.
Yeah. No, that was me back in December. So day 1 will be as far as you can get, but the people that got 7 wins minimum will be able to compete in day 2. They'll do like 5 more rounds of Swiss, where I don't remember the point totals that you actually have to have for that one to be then considered into the top 8. And that is when like you lose, you're out. So, and then they'll do like the final game at the very last day. So, yeah, but that's when, but the last day is when they're also going to do like all 4 different events that are going on this weekend, like one after another on like the TV, on the stream.
What do you mean by different events?
So there's Pokemon Go,
Okay.
there's the trading card games,
Wow.
the video game, and then also Pokemon Unite.
Oh, you went over these with me last time?
I think so.
Last.
Maybe.
Okay.
Something like that. Sounds familiar.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we
So.
talked about it.
Yeah, okay. Sure. Well,
At least a little bit.
maybe a little bit.
I know of the existence. I know of the existence of everything. I didn't know about Unite until the last time we talked about it.
Well, that one is kind of a weird one because it's more or less like League of Legends.
Yeah, that's what you were
So, I don't see a lot of Unite streams, but granted, I don't search for them mainly because I don't play that game. So,
That's fair.
yeah. But they will do all 3 different classes, I guess is how you would put it, like age groups. There we go, age groups for
That's
each of the
very
4.
different.
Yeah, very different. But they'll do like the final match to see who's going to be the world championship for each age group for each different event, and it'll always be juniors, seniors, then masters. Yeah. And then video game will be the last one of the day because that's the one that like everybody knows. That's the one that introduces like the new generation of Pokemon. That's what the trading card game. Yeah. The video game always comes out before the new card games, so everyone follows the video game to kind of like see what the new Pokemon's going to be and all that. So it is like a huge big deal. And Sunday after the Masters video game world championship and the closing ceremony, of course, they're going to be dropping a new trailer for something. We don't know what it's going to be. We're assuming that it's going to be like the new Pokemon game that's going to be released sometime in 2025.
It'll be about something, and we're hoping that it's released at some time.
Exactly.
A day in the future.
We don't even know when the next game's going to get released. We were just told 2025.
Okay.
That's it.
I mean, at least it's a year, and it's not like, oh yeah, no, just we're working on it. Like
Right.
Right.
Oh.
Well, see, the last time that they released a game like this one, because this was Pokemon Legends ZA, the last time they did a Legends game, because it was the first one, they did it in January. And so we don't know if they're going to do another January release or they're going to like wait till November, because that's when you really sell video games and other stuff like that, because it's close to the holidays. So
Right.
so yeah, we don't know exactly what's going to happen. All I know is I'm going to be enjoying a lot of Pokemon battles. Yeah.
That's honestly awesome, and I love that.
Well, and then something that I've been also trying to entertain myself with while watching the Pokemon battles, especially during the long breaks between each battle, is I'm trying to find a shiny Gimmighoul. And it is a kind of temporary thing. So I only have like 2 weeks to like find one, and it's like 1 in 4,132. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Thoughts and prayers.
Oh, thank you.
Take
Thank
a
you.
hike around the town.
I wish.
See if you
I
can find
wish.
it.
Well, no, it's not on Pokemon Go. It is
Oh.
on the video game. So, like,
Oh.
I literally just have to have it in my hands and going to different places on the map that I can't even, like, fast travel to.
Oh.
I can fast travel to get close, but I still have to spend, like, a minute or 2, depending on where it is on the map from that fast travel point.
Oh no, a minute.
Well, when you have to do like 4,000 of them,
That's-
that minute like really makes a
And you're
difference.
competing with other people trying. Is it?
Oh no, this is not a competition.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
No, this is something that you can just do on your own game, and
So
you're
there's
good.
one in everybody's game. It's just whether or not you want to put the effort into finding it. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes
Yeah.
more sense.
And with this event, you are told like special locations to check for this Gimmighoul, but the Gimmighouls can range from either like a 3-star, 4-star, or 5-star, but only the 5-star locations are a chance to be shiny, and you get like
Okay, sorry.
exactly. No, it's in a chest and everything, like a little treasure chest.
Yeah, no, you
So.
definitely better watch out for. Oh, what's Tomatoa?
Tamatoa.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I have to check every single location to see if it's a 5-star, and if it's not a 5-star, I can't check to see if it's shiny.
Okay, we'll take a virtual hike around the game.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to. So, but that's pretty much what's been going on with me. Bree, what has been going on with you?
Oh man, so you are getting into Pokemon World Championships, which is a weekend thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was,
Don't say the O word.
Oh, I can't
Yeah.
say the O word?
No, I think we could potentially get in trouble or yeah.
Okay. Well, I watched lots of athletic activities over the last couple weeks.
World sports.
World sports. Lots
World
of
sports.
people from different countries competing, and I watched the opening of it, and it was really cool. And I mean, I thought it was.
Oh,
really
I
cool.
didn't get to see the opening. Is that where
Incredible.
like the
They were
the whole
floating down the river.
Yes.
I'm kind of sad that I didn't see that part. Like I saw pictures, obviously,
Yes.
but it's just like that
Yeah.
would have been cool to actually see it.
It was amazing to watch because obviously I have never been tuned into these world games, and to see it actually, we were busy at work. Granted, because you know what, where I work is a news station, and news was just going off left and right. So we were busy. We were doing our stories for the day. We were doing what we needed to do, but we all put it on the big screen TV that we have there in the newsroom, and we were watching it, and it was just incredible. I will have to say that I loved watching Miss Celine Dion do her thing.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
good.
that's right. That's right. I forgot that,
was really
she
good.
was part of that.
Yes.
Although standing on the tower like that, I was like, oh, honey.
Someone make sure she's okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It was like,
So,
she
I
has
do-
a harness under that dress, right?
Hopefully.
I sure do hope
They're
she
probably
did.
like, oh, these people are just dramatic. Like, they don't, like, that's probably a normal thing for people to stand. Like, it's a platform.
Right.
Like, but
Right.
yeah, no, it was, like, the visual of it was so, also, oh, and by the way, the next version of it is in, like, a week or so. Like
Something
the
like
26th
that.
or 28th is when
Yeah.
it kicks off. So, I will probably have...
The para world sports.
Yes.
Para world sports. Yes.
Yes.
No, I saw an Instagram reel talking about like, oh, you thought that this was a party. Just wait a few
yeah.
weeks because you're gonna have a different party to go
And
to.
it's like it's just a continuation. It's gonna be just as
More or
cool.
less, yeah.
And like I feel like it's gonna be more tear jerking. Like the commercials during the time that this stuff is on are the worst for me because I'm like, oh, they're just like heart wrenching, and I'm just like, that's so sweet, and so I like tear up at the commercials, and then of course they do the stories about like the different competitors, and you're like, oh, okay, oh, I'm gonna cheer for these people. So like all the memes that are going on that are like, oh yeah, no, this person that I haven't known about for like. I've only known about them for 3 minutes and I don't even know what they're playing or their roles, but they just won and I love it. And it's just like, I know so much about this person now. Yeah, no, that is me and that is a couple of my friends. And so like we're just like sending all these things to each other. But yeah, no, I honestly think it was actually more productive for me at work because I could like put on my headphones, I would like work on whatever I was doing, and like if I needed like a little bit of a mental break or if I heard something happening, I'd be like, okay, cool, check in for like 5 seconds. And then go back to working. And I wasn't so tuned into, like, different stuff going on around me.
Right.
And it's like, music will do that, but I can also hear things through my headphones. So I also have to be invested in what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Wow.
Either
Yes.
way, I want to get to know the French pole vaulter.
Don't we all? OMG.
Although the one from Sweden was very impressive. He set another world record.
Wow.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. 6.25 meters, I think is what it was.
Oh, wow.
When he vaulted over?
Okay.
Yeah. And I think I heard somewhere that he gets, like, paid some sort of amount of money every time he breaks the world record or something like that. Which, I mean, I can see it.
Well, I
But-
was told, or at least I heard, that like each medalist in the U.S. gets like $1 million for each gold. I think.
Oh, that's crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
That is wild.
Yeah.
But I mean-
Granted,
So good.
again, I don't know how true this is. It's just something that I heard, and it wouldn't surprise me if like you actually got money for each medal that you brought.
Yeah.
So.
There was something, I think there was a sprinter, or I think it was a sprinter, but he like, he won a race or something, and they're like, oh yeah, and every time I saw the article, like, it was like a condo worth this much and this much money and like just awards of some sort from his country, and I was like, whoa, okay, but like, I think they do get some sort of award or
Right.
financial compensation or something, but yeah.
I would hope so.
I was about to say, you could even think about it as in, like, all the sponsorships that they get after that.
Yeah.
You know, with, like...
Like Tom Daly. Like Tom
Yeah.
Daly got so many just after like I think his first World Sports
Yeah.
event. Like, and then of course became like big into the gay community and all that.
Yeah.
Granted, he's married.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but still, it's just like, okay,
His sweaters
cool.
are so cute.
They are.
Are they?
I low-key want... Yes, I would low-key love one, but, you know.
He knits one regularly, and I think he made one specifically for the Paris situation.
Oh, okay.
Or events, and then I think he made one for Tokyo when they competed there.
That's awesome.
That doesn't surprise me, honestly.
But no, they're super cute. And he went in and he took a a TikTok video or something of it, and it's just he goes through the whole thing. It's why he did some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. So, all right. Well, was there anything else that happened?
Nobody wants to hear me listen about work or talk about work. Words are hard.
Well, okay.
Wow.
Well, okay. So part of this that we're doing tonight, why it's our ShnAAAcks, is we are drinking. We have wine that was brought by Miss Bree, so thank you, Miss Bree. I provided the orange juice so that way we don't get hungover in the morning.
I would love that.
Only sissies get hungover.
And strangely, my hangovers aren't like the headache ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the ones where my stomach is just
yeah.
you made stupid choices last night.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just have to deal with that. And with this Gimme Goal event, I can spend all day on the toilet and be okay.
That is true, since you don't actually have to hike, you can do it virtual.
Exactly.
Yeah, truly.
Exactly. So, and then of course, our ShnAAAcks were provided by Mr. Eddie today. So
Thank you, Eddie.
You're
Yes,
welcome.
I'm
You're
about
welcome.
to go make another plate. So.
Honestly, you should.
I'm about to. But while I'm doing that, go ahead and tell us what you've been doing. Do you want the same thing or?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm asking for a refill, please.
Yes, no, I understand.
Yes, the same thing.
Okay, same
Just
thing.
so everybody knows that I'm...
Okay. I was like, what are you talking? But no. All right. Yes, we're talking to other people. Okay. About right there.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. BRB. So, but no, Eddie, go ahead. Tell us.
Yes. So, honestly, this week has been so long for me. As y'all know, like I mentioned earlier, I work at a news station, and I'm a news reporter.
Fancy smashy.
Yes, / news anchor. So, with everything that's been going on in the world, right? Oh, gosh.
The world is a big place.
Truly. The news is even bigger. So, this week has just been so crazy because we've had so much things go on, not only nationally or internationally, but here locally.
Yeah.
Our city council has just been going so crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, that was... I read that a couple weeks back, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's just been going super crazy, and the fact that we just got this new mayor has just been very eventful these past, couple of weeks that he's just been sworn into city council.
Okay, so I'm going to be 100% honest. I have not been paying... I don't news very much. I'm sorry.
That's fair. That's fair.
I did catch one of your segments, though, one time, and I sent a picture to Brandon, and I was like, look, it's my evil twin.
Oh, indeed.
Actually, no, it's my good twin.
Yes.
I was the evil twin.
Yeah, you were the evil twin on that.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that.
Yeah.
So.
Which I'm still kind of bitter about, but hey, I still love my twin.
Yeah. I mean, you have to. You never know when I'm going to go crazy.
Facts.
And do things.
Oh yeah, because that was how that worked. No, okay. So I didn't realize that we got a new mayor.
Yes.
Because I don't politics, or at least not very hard, not like some people. So.
No, right. Well, you see, I guess just me working in news, we keep up with all of this, right?
You kind of have to.
Yeah, and that's the main reason why I got into my career is because I always wanted to be a person that informed my community on what's going on and,
Not because you're nosy.
No, not at all. Honestly, no, let me tell y'all this, and it's so crazy, right? You would think as a news reporter or, just any type of journalist, right, that they are the nosiest people, which granted some are. Some are very nosy. But for me, in my case, and pretty much a lot of us there at the station, we really just keep to ourselves unless, we have to intervene or we have to be nosy.
Is it a bunch of introverts?
It almost sounds like it,
Sounds
doesn't
like
it?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we are really good with, obviously, we have to be in the public, so we're good with being in the public and talking to everyone. But I feel like in a sense, as soon as we are done for the day, we're done for the day.
Well, that's also like your job. So your job is to be there and to listen and to
Right.
talk to people. And like, I mean, I know people who their job is to sit on their computer all day, and like you go home and you don't want to touch that thing. Like you
Yeah.
you
For
never
real.
you
No.
never would have thought that, like growing up you're like, oh, I'm on my computer all the time, I love doing this, I do it at school, I do it at home, and then you're like, no, I've stared at this thing for 8 hours a day.
Okay.
It's such
truly.
a mental exhaustion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And it's mainly the light from the screen and like the size of the words and all that.
Yeah.
So, or at least that's my issue. And then, of course, trying to make sure that I'm doing things that are not going to make people's houses burn.
Which is fair.
Yeah, no, I
Thank you for your concern.
Yeah. I wish sales reps would do the same thing.
Sales just sell. They
Yeah.
No.
they just
Oh
talk.
my God.
Kind of like new thinkers. They just talk. Although these ones maybe aren't as knowledgeable.
Yes.
Oh my
Sorry,
God.
guys,
Oh.
sales and women in sales. I'm sorry.
No, I could go on a full length episode of why I do not like the sales reps that we have as our customers. But that
Okay,
is
continue. Back
yeah.
to-
Go back
your-
to Eddie and
Oh,
the
yes.
news and all that.
Yes,
the
yes,
news.
yes. But, with all that going on, I think I've been able to really focus on my outside life, which is,
Okay.
just getting back to stuff that I really love, which I have a German Shepherd dog.
Aww.
And she is the cutest little thing.
Mhm.
But she could be a menace to society, truly.
That's a German Shepherd thing, though.
I was
Very.
gonna say that's the best thing about dogs.
Yeah, it's like she can't, she does no wrong in my eyes, but really she's just, gosh, she could do the craziest things, and I'm just like, leave my little girl alone.
You're so cute. It's
Right.
okay.
Yeah, truly. But, I love spending time with her, but also I've been getting back into my whole fitness regimen, everything that I got, prior to, getting into this job, because I kind of just I am still focusing a lot on my career. But I
As
feel
you
like
should.
I feel like now I found that balance to where I need to be at and how I could, mitigate through all of that. So I think I'm getting back on that good little routine that I've been wanting to get on for the
No,
longest.
that's good. And then I come into the gym in the mornings and you see me and just like, ugh, he's here.
OMG. No, Brandon, be quiet. No, sir. Not good.
I just don't know how you guys get up early enough to work out before work.
It is a task.
That it is.
Yeah.
That
like-
it is. I think it takes about a good month at least for me. I don't know about Brandon. But at least for me, it took me about a good month in order for me to, actually start getting out of bed willingly. I think that very first month when I started going early in the morning, it was just like, gosh, do I really want to get up right now?
Yeah.
And I would kind of force myself to get up and then be like, okay, still have no energy, kind of get to the gym without any type of motivation. And it was just like,
Like I'm here, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do this thing.
yeah, like this is just another task I have to do.
Well, and I do want to point out something. You said it took you about a month. That is actually, according to psychologists, about how long it takes for you to completely go into a different sleep
Habit.
routine.
Oh, well, habits too. Wow.
Well, yeah,
21 days.
sleep is the one that they use that example on. But
Yeah.
yes, a habit of any kind, it's about a month. As long as you stay consistent, then it should only literally just take a month for it to be just natural.
Right.
I just don't like to go to sleep at night. Like, that's one of those things. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go to sleep early. And the next thing I know, it's like 11:30, midnight. And I'm like, oh, I guess I actually better try to sleep now. I'm in bed, but I need to
right.
actually sleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you see, I still struggle with that a lot as well.
What, going to sleep?
Yes.
Oh, it's my favorite thing to do.
You see, well, let me know what you're doing because I need to know.
love
I
to
am trying
sleep,
not to
but-
kill people. That's what it is. Because
Fair.
and I honestly think
It's for our safety, not for
our-
yours.
Yeah, for our safety.
No.
That's fair.
it's for my safety because I don't want to go to jail.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's my. No, I honestly blame one of my old bosses because I got so stressed that I could not really sleep. So I constantly got headaches, and at first I didn't know what was causing the headaches, and then I realized, it's because I'm not getting sleep. And it's also about the time that I really was doing even earlier workouts than what like you and I are doing now. Like I would go to the
What's
gym
earlier?
like
Does
4
not
or 5,
exist.
like 4 o'clock in the morning.
That's why.
Who are you, Mark Wahlberg?
No, truly.
Girl, no, and then of course I still wouldn't like go to bed or even fall asleep till like close to 11 o'clock. So
Yeah.
not getting a lot of sleep, still having to go. This is when I was living in like those ugly apartments that were like just like on the other side of the loop from the gym.
Oh yes, I remember you living there.
Yeah, I wish I didn't. But because we couldn't do like our little like home gym setup that we had, like that we have, I had to work out, and I didn't like have the energy after work whenever it was really busy to go work out. So me and a friend, whenever he was available, would go to the gym to work out.
Right.
And it just happened to be like whenever he is getting ready to go to bed, because he is definitely well at that time he was completely like awake at night because of his job, and that's just whenever he worked.
Yeah.
So
That's what he was used to. That's what his body went like, and that's when your schedules overlap.
Right.
Yeah. No, I have dumbbells and I watch videos, so I'll do like HIIT workouts and I'll do like
Oh, that's
body
cute.
weight strength and stuff. Oh, thank you.
Yes, I love that so much.
So like that's what I do, and I just do it at home. Like if I need to go like use bigger dumbbells or something, because I've got like 5s, 8s, and 15s, and that's not enough all the time.
Right.
So I'll just go to like the gym at my apartment, and hopefully nobody's there.
Right.
fingers crossed,
I'm
fingers
like,
crossed.
please go away. Or if it's like really stinking hot outside and I gotta run or do like interval training
Yeah.
rather than finding a track or something, we've got an air runner, which is really nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, after work is like the best for me personally, because like I did the whole like getting up for a while. Like my brother and I would go, and we go to the gym in the morning, and like he would do his stuff, and then usually those days were like running days for me, so I'd be on the treadmill.
Right.
And but yeah, it was awful. I am not a morning person.
Yes. And you see, I love the morning, so I think that just makes it easier for me.
Yeah.
And then I can't fathom like thinking about going right after work, like because I already
It's exhausting.
Well, that's the thing, Matt. I
Yeah.
don't have to go anywhere. I
Yeah,
can
just-
just stay at my house.
Facts.
Well, no, and see, I think
I
that's
love it.
I think that's the biggest difference. So like
Yeah.
in the winter time, like whenever I leave for work, I'll just turn on the heater that's in the garage, so that way by the time I'm done with work, it'll be like warm enough for me to actually work out and not freeze.
Right.
So like in the wintertime, I can definitely see that, especially since I don't have to do like mandatory overtime. So that'll kind of help. But that's one reason why I'm trying to like do my workouts in the morning before work, so that way it's done and over with, and I can just kind of focus on my day. So, but
That is right.
all right. Well, we kind of like went on a good tangent.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah,
Just a little bit, you know.
Just a little bit.
Just chitty chatties.
We need to. What was that?
Chitty chatties.
Oh, that is not.
Chitty chatty bang bang.
You know what? Absolutely, that goes with it.
Sure. Yeah.
He's
All
like,
right.
I don't know what to do with you.
Okay. Well, no, we need to go on to our topic of the episode,
Yes.
which our topic of the episode is to you, Mr. Eddie.
What?
Yeah, this is your interview.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, your interview and your audition. So,
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
We need the personality to come through.
Yes, yes.
act gayer. Come on.
That's scare.
All
He's
right.
like, does not compute. Is not possible.
So, Eddie, to get us started, granted, you already said that you worked at a news station.
Yes.
So my first question is going to be, what was your first news story?
Oh, great question. In college or at my job?
At your job.
So at my job, my very first story that I did is an electrical, I guess, event / program demonstration that the South Plains Electric Cooperative was putting on
Okay.
for students in high school. And I had to go out there my very first day and just talk to kids and talk to the people that were putting on these demonstrations. They showed how, like, they put a fake bird on a wire. And
Oh.
it literally burnt to a crisp.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was really
Okay.
really fun to see.
You're like, wait, but how does that not happen to real birds?
Yeah, that was my question.
Yeah.
And I asked it, and I didn't get a real answer.
Oh.
So it was just kind of like well, depending on how I guess like the voltage of the line, it has to be above certain watts. I don't know. The way that it was explained, it was just
Well, was it a bare wire, or was it like what we normally see out on our power line?
Honestly, I think it was a bare wire. Because
So that would be the reason why the fake bird just like became a state.
right.
I mean, that might be what they were
But-
probably explaining
but that's-
why
yeah, and
they
I
have
think-
them insulated.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and I think that's what that whole demonstration was. It was like if you see a wire that's cut off or just fell off and it's just exposed,
Don't touch.
do not touch it and call.
No.
Call the number that you need to call. But yeah, that was my very first story, and it was incredible because, why not? Why not just see fake birds
course.
get burnt to a crisp?
Of course. No.
times.
Another reason why is not only is it the coating for the wire. Man, sorry, that's actually part of my job is electrical work.
Oh.
So another reason is because of how the birds land. So like if they were to actually like put one foot on two different wires at the same time, they will then create a new circuit.
Right.
So because they are staying mainly on one wire, that they don't have to worry about like finding a ground. Now the ones that become barbecues, like once they get to the pole, that's because they were stupid and touched like one of the hot knobs.
Stupid birds.
Yeah, they were just like peck and
Not
They went-
the Billy.
yeah, they went
I
peck
love-
and that went spark and
Yeah.
they went died.
You know what?
Dead.
I
Yep.
just love that. I truly love that.
So that was my first question for you. So
Okay.
that's cool to know because I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
Bree, what's your first question for Eddie?
So my first question for Eddie is, why do you want to hang out with us and talk so everybody can hear you?
Oh.
Well, honestly, I just think whenever we first met, and I'm talking to Bree specifically, whenever we first met, we were here at Brandon's house and we had a game night, and that is when, you and I, we became the twins.
We became twins.
Yes, and honestly, that was just so much fun to be playing. Even though you're the reason I got killed. Or,
Hey, my team won the game.
Y'all won, but at my expense.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I was the good one that they needed to save. But y'all, don't let that pretty face fool you. Because she was a menace. She literally had the whole town convinced that I was the evil one. When in reality, I was the good one. And I was pleading for my life that I was good and that they were making the wrong decision.
Should have said something sooner.
If they killed me, no, get this.
But then they could have been suspicious of him sooner.
Yes, exactly. And get this, she was the first one to out it. She was just like, "You're the evil twin," and I was like, "Whoa, pause, no ma'am, Pam, whatsoever." And I don't know why everyone was just so quick to run with that. They were just so quick.
I mean, I will admit that, like, because you hadn't played it before, like, you didn't know what was going on in a lot of cases. And so it was like, okay, here I go. He's going to be fodder and I'm going to win.
Oh my goodness. So, ladies and
Wow.
gentlemen, just in case you have no idea because you probably don't, the game that they were actually talking about is a game called Blood on the Clock Tower. The game specifically was the third expansion, the Sext and Violets. Sext and Violets was the expansion that we were playing, where there's a character called the Evil Twin, and the Evil Twin will automatically have a good twin, but the storyteller or the person running the game chooses who the good twin is going to be. So,
And I think if we chose to execute the good twin, then the evil team won.
Yeah.
the evil
Yeah.
twin, yes. And then something else to go along with that is that in order for the good team to win, the evil twin had to be voted out. So even if the good team had found the demon and voted them out and executed them correctly, the game would still continue on until the evil twin was executed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Everything you just said, was
And that
very
is-
quickly taken from me.
Yeah, and that is how Bree and Eddie met.
It is.
Yes, but to answer your question, ever since we met, I just knew that this friend group was going to be amazing. And I
Aw.
truly enjoy whenever we have game nights that we get to literally just come and just enjoy one another's company while playing, I think, for me, the best game. But hey, what could I say? But also Brandon. I've been knowing Brandon for... how
It's
many
been a
years?
while.
It's
God.
been years,
Yeah.
actually. But we
can you
were...
believe that?
Yeah. So I was working at the gym that you go to, or that we go to.
That we go to.
That we
yeah.
go to. I was working there, and Brandon at the time was just a member. Yeah, you were just a member that you would go to not yoga.
Yeah.
You would go to Zumba.
I would go to Zumba, but
Yeah.
like I had also been going to our gym like longer than before you started there.
Right.
So,
So
but
yes,
yeah,
but
like-
this is how I met you was when I was working there, and you were just a member.
I would annoy everybody at the front desk.
Yeah, and we would always talk, and I think honestly, I don't know if it was you or me, but one of us brought up the gay conversation, and I was just like, yeah, I am gay, and from there it was just the best friendship ever. It was.
Wait, while we were working or like before I worked?
No, before. It was like, I think you were going to some class. I want to say you were going to your Zumba class. But I don't remember how that conversation truly came up.
I don't remember this conversation.
Yes,
honestly.
I do. I do remember it.
You made an impression, Brandon.
Yes.
Apparently.
And then,
At least it was a good one.
Well, then when you started working there, that's when we, I guess, became more closer because we actually had to work together and we had shifts and we would just, it would just be you and I. And we would just talk about the most craziest things.
And also appreciate the eye candy there at the gym.
Very that. Yes.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I think the guy that, I don't remember his name, but he would always park his truck like right in front of Hook and Reel and walk all the way from there into the gym.
Davi.
Yes, him. I think he still goes there.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
And he's just so...
He is also a sweetheart. That is one
Okay,
thing.
see, that's a good thing because there's so many that like they look real pretty, but then as soon as they open their mouths, you're just like, you just got like 10 times uglier.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
That part.
Like, no.
This guy truly is such a sweetheart. Like, this guy is so amazing. And I guess his looks just help him for sure because it is just...
But
amazing.
he's not from America.
No, he's Georgian, or how do you say that?
Georgian?
He's not, well, I guess that's how you would say it.
I think so.
Like
Yeah,
from
Georgian.
the country of Georgia?
From the-
Yes,
country,
okay.
yeah. He was Georgian. Yeah.
Okay. Why did I say Georgian?
I don't question either way.
OMG.
And
You
I
said
met
you didn't know how to say it, so it's fine.
Facts.
and I met his sister.
Oh, really?
His sister had visited like I think it was like sometime last year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so and she is like just as pretty.
I believe that.
Yeah, just as pretty.
Yeah, I believe
not as
that whole
butch, but
family.
she is pretty.
OMG. Anyway, I
So-
believe that whole family just is their genetic makeup is just gonna be incredible.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
we're gonna have to show you who this man is.
People with pretty genes, I'm just like, I hate you.
Yeah. They don't have to
I
try.
hate but appreciate.
Yeah, truly,
Hate
they
but
don't have to
appreciate.
try. But anyway, but
Genetic lottery.
that goes to show that, or that goes to tell that I've been knowing Brandon for the longest, and I just really appreciate his friendship. And so I think
Even though you don't respond
being
to my text.
okay, y'all. Hold on. Let me put this into
He's
context.
busy being newsy.
Yes,
Right,
let me
right.
put this into context. Brandon will text me at like 4:30, 5:30, around that time. We have our 6 o'clock show. So, I'm sorry, but that is crunch time for us because we have to make sure that all of our stories are edited, are tracked, are put together. Then we also got to write our article. Then we also got to put our signatures.
Right,
We also
right.
got to put that into everything. So, I am so sorry that I did not respond to,
Oh, it was
hey,
fine.
what are you doing? So I
you're
so
good. You're good.
sorry.
No, I know that I send texts like at the randomest times, whether it's like that time during the workday or early in the morning, like
Or late at night.
or late at night
Yeah.
because I just can't sleep for some reason.
Right.
No,
And then you
I
wake up to
totally understand.
13 Instagram reels that are just, you gotta scroll through and watch.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I appreciate them, but I can't stay on top of them right now.
Truly, and you know what? Brandon is notorious for sending any and all reels that
Yes.
I feel like he just comes in contact with, and I
No.
live, laugh, love that so much.
No, okay, so
Signature Brandon.
so I there is one person that doesn't watch the reels and will just randomly send them off, and it annoys me. I will at least take the time to watch the reel, and if I like it and think that like one of y'all will like it, then it's like, okay, yeah, I'll send this. But if I'm just like, weird, I was like, okay, then I'll like skip it. But if it's something that like, okay, cool, that was not really for me, but maybe this person will like it. So that's what
That
I do.
makes sense.
I doom scroll a lot, and that is why people get a lot of reels from me.
You don't say.
I know, surprise, surprise. But this is supposed to be
What?
about Eddie, not.
Honestly, yeah.
yeah.
But
Sorry.
yes, to answer your question, I just wanted to be on here and listen to y'all and talk to y'all because I enjoy y'all's company, and I just feel like this podcast would be really fun to do with y'all.
Well, thank you. I appreciate
Yes.
that.
It has been fun, and I mean we're like 41 minutes in.
Yeah.
And I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know.
Jinkies.
I know. Can you believe that? So, all right. Then my next question is. Oh, sorry. That was a weird burp. So, Eddie, my question for you is goldfish or koi fish?
Goldfish.
Goldfish, why?
Well, because I guess I've never really been around a koi fish.
Do you know what I'm talking about when I say koi fish?
You're talking about like the ones that you would see in like a tank, but they're so pretty, right? I hope that's what you're talking about.
I'll pull up a picture real quick.
We need
Bree,
Le Google.
Yeah.
I have Le Google ready.
Yes, I think that's what you are talking about.
Like
Well,
what you would see at Asian restaurants.
Yes, but aesthetically, you know what? I'm changing my mind.
Wait a minute. Back up.
Yes,
That
sorry.
means he was not thinking of the right fish. Okay.
Backing up. Okay. Yes,
that's
we.
not pretty.
You know what?
Yeah.
Y'all know what I was. Oh yeah, definitely not. Y'all know what I was thinking about? A beta fish.
Oh.
That's what I was thinking
Oh.
of. But totally no koi fish all the way because I just think they're so pretty to look at.
Oh, they can be.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
so pretty, especially like the white ones. I think for me, the ones that have like a majority of them are like, it's their body is fully white, but they do have like a speck or a couple parts that's orange or black, whichever one it is.
Yeah.
But I genuinely would say koi for sure.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I
I
can appreciate that.
I would just like to make the statement that the AI overview on Le Google is koi are ornamental varieties of carp that are kept for decorative purposes in
Yep.
outdoor ponds.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm like, okay.
It is true. It
well,
is true.
thank you.
I mean, yes,
Le
but I'm
Google.
just like, why?
Yeah, it is.
Why?
It's very.
It's like this is a lawn ornament, but it's a living thing. I mean,
You know,
kind of
it's
is.
just
Buy-
like those
buy some
flamingos.
now.
It's just like those lawn flamingos. They're real. They're real. They come alive whenever you don't think.
Like
They're
night at the
watching.
museum.
Exactly.
OMG.
What?
Honestly, that's a sleigh. I would love to see that.
Their favorite food are lawn T-Rexes. So.
As long as they're not as mean as peacocks, we're good.
True.
Oh.
OMG, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, 1000%. I'm
True,
convinced that, peacocks are so pretty to look at, but they have
gorgeous.
such an attitude to them. You make a very sudden movement, and they go
They're
berserk.
territorial. They are territorial.
Gosh,
The
that's
roads that we're running cross country down is not their territory. They don't need to chase us.
okay.
No, they do because.
I know.
Yeah.
It's flashbacks.
Yeah. All right, Bree, it's time for your question, so that way we can talk about our trivia because that's
Yes.
next.
Okay, so what is your favorite game to play in a group?
And why is it Monopoly?
OMG. Monopoly, although it is a good, it is a good,
Takes
suggestion.
forever.
It is a good suggestion, but yeah, it takes forever.
Oh my gosh.
But I think my favorite game as a group would have to be Clue.
That's such a good game.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
The classic Clue.
Yes.
Not the new one that's like changed up a few things, but the classic one.
Classic one all the way, because that's the one that I would always play with my neighbor next door, which she's been my best friend for the longest, right? Ever since we were little. But every time they had family game night, we would always start off with Clue and end it with Clue. And it was just so good every time we played it.
So, follow-on question.
Yes.
Are you allowed to use notes when you play with them?
No.
Oh, okay.
No notes.
Yeah, I have some friends that do that too.
Yeah.
Oh, like you can't write down like what cards you saw or anything? Oh,
No.
that's such a good idea.
Yeah, they literally, we had to be detectives.
Yeah.
And I think that's when my journalistic measures started to come in.
Hey,
I can see that. Yeah,
full
I
circle
can see
moment.
Fully.
Okay. All right. So, well, Eddie, thank you so much. We will deliberate all your answers, and we will call you next week whenever we have decided if we want to fully bring you into the podcast or not.
Yes, awesome.
We still have all 100 other candidates to go over with as well.
Yes.
So once we have an answer, we will let you know. But as of right now,
in the next month.
Okay.
Yeah. Just know that you were our first pick. So like,
Wow, I'm honored.
I think you kind of have like
A
You're
little
not supposed to
advantage.
tell him these things.
Oh,
I've already made my decision,
'Cause what if the
so
other
it's more
100
me convincing you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's more so. Yeah.
I'm very picky.
I got you back. I
Thank
got
you.
you back.
I appreciate that. What else could I expect from my evil twin?
Well, what you can expect from your evil twin is for her to help me explain the trivia game that we had this
Yes.
week, because it's now time for that segment.
Oh.
Yes, and we're only like 46 minutes into this, but it's okay. It's okay.
It's
so,
okay.
how it's going to work tonight is I'm going to do one question from each of the rounds that we had, and then Bree, you're going to help me explain.
Okay.
So, our round one question that we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about. Oh gosh, I think we need to talk about the Big Brother one.
Oh yeah.
Who was the host of Big Brother
Is.
Has
Has been the host.
Has
Wow.
been the host since Big Brother aired. That was the question. So, do you happen to know?
I don't. But I would love to start getting invested into Big Brother because it seems amazing.
I used to watch it and like I would get kind of invested in it. I don't know. I haven't watched it in several years. Though.
I've never seen it.
It's a whole bunch of like making friends and backstabbing people.
See, I at least know that premise.
Like as a girl, that happens enough when you're growing up. Like you don't want
yes.
to watch it. I
That's
think
fair.
that's part of the reason why I was like, no, I don't want to.
Yeah, that's very fair.
I'm
Yeah.
very blessed that I ended up with like friends in college and stuff, and I mean a couple I guess in high school, but that weren't like that. Like we're not like that. We're all like, yes, you're great. I love you so much, and it's not like fake at all. I love all of them.
Right.
Oh my gosh, I love them all.
So, well, we got the answer wrong whenever we answered
did.
this.
Oh.
So yeah,
did.
this was
I could see her in my face or in my.
I could see her in my face.
Yes.
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 Me too, girl.
I could see her face in my mind, and I just could not come up with the name. I was like, it's like Karen Chen or something like that. But I think Karen Chen's a figure skater, and I was like,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think that's
We
right.
didn't look that up, but yeah. So we looked at the answer after we turned it in, and that's how we found out that we were wrong.
Right.
Because the host is actually someone named Julie Chen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
Julie
And,
Chen.
and then she got married and was like Julie Chen Moons or something.
Something like that,
But
yeah.
Julie Chen was what we would take. But yes, I was correct, by the way. Karen Chen is
Honestly?
an American figure skater.
Okay.
That's honestly so slay that you still even put that, or that y'all put that, because wow, love that.
Yeah, we still didn't get points, but
Yeah. That's the
It's
sad
this
part.
close.
Yeah.
So close.
So
You know,
close.
it was
Yeah,
it was
so
on her
far.
face. How come y'all didn't see that?
For real. Okay, but that was our round one question to talk about. We're now going to go to round two. I think we need to talk about. Oh God, Should we do the Pop Divas question? I don't remember the wording on that one.
I would need to look. Oh yeah. We can do that one. So
do you remember how the question was worded?
It was something about like this pop diva or music artist or something like that was introduced to Team USA during the opening ceremony of the World Sports Games.
Yes.
In a promo, and so it was like, who is this? And like, I don't even think she had finished asking the question, and I was writing down
you knew
Beyonce.
Exactly who it was. Yeah, it was Queen Bee herself.
I was about to say it has to be Beyonce.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it was her.
Yes.
So,
Oh, and I think they named like the song that they used in that clip as well.
Oh, awesome.
okay.
I was like, it wasn't.
You see, she's part of the Beehive, and I love that.
I'm not like, yes, she's very talented. She's not my favorite artist.
Fair.
I'll handle it, but it's not.
Fair.
Yeah.
We each have our own favorite, so.
Truly.
But yeah, so there was that question. Round 3, we actually had a Great Lakes celebs and alcohol question. Which one would you like us to talk about?
Let's start off with the Great Lakes.
Okay. That was actually a question that we got wrong.
We did get wrong.
Yeah, we did get wrong.
We learned a new fact.
We did.
Good.
We did. So the question was, which of the 5 Great Lakes is the most southern, shallowest lake? And what we did learn is the acronym. The acronym. So.
Is it the most southern?
Yeah, the
It
most
also
southern,
happens to be the shallowest.
Yeah. If that tells you anything.
Is it in Louisiana?
What?
No, honey, the Great Lakes are all around Michigan,
That's
Ohio.
OMG, sorry, y'all.
He's just talking about a Great Lake in general.
that was literally what I was thinking of. I'm so sorry. I need to listen to that question again. I'm
Lake
so
Allen
sorry.
Henry.
OMG. Imagine Buffalo Springs. That's my final answer.
Oh, yes.
No. Okay, so.
Okay. Of the 5 Great Lakes.
Yes.
Which one is the most southern, shallowest lake?
Oh, jinkies.
And the acronym is HOMES.
Mm-hmm.
HOMES. To help you remember the name of them.
Homes.
But I don't think it really helps you figure out the answer.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I won't know that.
So, okay. Help me remember the Great Lakes, though. It's Huron,
Ontario,
Michigan, Erie, and
Superior.
Erie. I know that one, yes.
So, and
I'm so proud of you.
yes.
Claps for Eddie.
Snaps for Eddie. Snaps for Eddie. So, we got that one wrong. We thought it was Michigan.
And you did such a good drawing.
Yes. Yeah, this is the
It
drawing.
looks like an oven mitt with like 2 dishes on the side.
Because
Honestly,
because that's Michigan.
Wow. Yeah.
So, but
What a Picasso.
Oh, thank you. When you're in a rush.
Yeah.
So the answer actually was Erie.
The one you knew?
The one you knew.
I knew it, truly.
I'm not going to talk about the halftime question that we had because that one kind of wasn't really a challenge because we were able to come up with that one. That's the identify the.
Oh, that was the airlines with the country of origin.
Yeah. So we were just given 4 airlines and we had to connect them to the country, and that was Aeroflot, which is Russia, Mother Russia, Avianca, which is Colombia, Qantas, I think is how it's pronounced.
Qantas.
Yeah. Australia.
Yeah.
Which, fun fact that other Brandon told us is that the letters of Qantas actually are for the different states in Australia.
Oh, that's neat.
Right?
Wow,
No, I thought that
didn't
was
know
actually
that.
pretty cool. And then Royal Wings was the 4th airline, and that was actually to Jordan.
Process of elimination is how we got that one.
Because we were given the airlines first, and then the countries to match them up. So
That makes sense.
pretty easy on that one. We got full points on that.
Nice. Love that.
Although I will say it was easy because Brandon knew Qantas or Qantas.
Qantas, yes, he did.
That
But
was-
because of that, we were able to
Yeah.
at least quickly take care of
Yeah.
2 of them because Avianca obviously was the Colombia one.
Right.
I honestly thought the Royal Wings was the Australia one, but that's
See,
me.
yeah, so that's what I said. They're part of the Commonwealth. That is the name that I was trying to think of the other night.
Commonwealth.
What did you say? You didn't say that.
No, I didn't say that. I said, I don't remember what it was, but it was like, it was not the correct word.
It definitely
And
wasn't.
eventually I ended up on Commonwealth, and I was like, okay, there we go.
Yes.
And then they
Okay.
still looked at me like I was crazy. I was like, the queen was their queen, and then the king is their king. Like, come on.
Well,
Like, stick with me here.
we're going to go ahead and move on to our round 4 question because this is one that I definitely want to talk about. There's another one for this one.
Yes.
It's our NFL Bluebird question, which was our double down.
NFL blooper.
Not
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah, our NFL Blooper, and it was our double down. So if we got both questions correct, we got double the points for that one question. So, but we had to have the first question correct in order to get points at all.
Oh,
It
okay.
didn't matter this time.
No, it didn't. So this one
Spoiler
was about, what was the year?
2012.
2012. The butt fumble was with.
During the Thanksgiving game between the Jets and the Patriots, who committed the butt fumble, and what university did they play football at on the West Coast?
Yeah, that was the second question, was
Yes.
the university.
Yes.
So first question was, who did it? Second question was, what university?
Wow.
So, Miss Bree, she is our sports person.
Queen.
Unfortunately.
Queen.
We had 3 football questions this game, and I got all of them wrong. So
my
I think I might have lost my title. Yeah, it's because the third one in the first round was a football question that I got wrong.
No, I'm trying to look for the third one.
Well, I'm counting this as 2 different
Oh,
questions.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I think you still got.
No, I got it wrong.
No. You got it right for the person that we answered.
No, I did not.
Oh, did you not?
I
Oh,
did
well.
not.
Yeah, never mind. Never
No, I
mind.
did
All right.
not.
I was trying to give you some credit.
I know, and I appreciate it, but I've already
that's not
outed
it,
myself.
Right. So, okay, but who did you say?
So my thinking was that it's the Patriots and the Jets. I don't know who the Jets quarterback was in 2012. I couldn't remember. So I went with, okay, he probably messed up once or twice, right? Tom Brady. Like, he definitely was the quarterback for the Patriots.
Right,
Cool.
that's fair.
And then I was like, okay, he went to, and I was like, oh, he went to a school on the West Coast. Incorrect. But the school he went to was blue, so I think it was Cal. Okay, so I was right about it being blue, but he went to the University of Michigan.
Oh.
He did not go to a school on the West Coast. The correct answer was actually Mark Sanchez was the quarterback for the Jets, and he went to school at USC.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I wrong on every account possible.
Well, hey, the attempt was there, so that's amazing.
I mean, at least I named a player that was on the field that day.
Yeah, and you knew that it was blue, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, like we were talking about earlier, small victories.
Small victories.
Small victories. Honestly, that's amazing because I don't know anything about sports. So, whenever I have a sports question or anything that's related to sports, I genuinely just get up and text my sports reporter.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and whenever we anchor,
I feel like that's cheating. Like, you have it, like, who their profession is to know about
That's
sports.
true.
That is true.
That's true. What we need to do is convince them to come join
trivia.
come
us.
play trivia.
Yeah,
Yes.
come play trivia.
You know what? I feel like Faith would love to do that. She is so like amazing that I feel like she would love to do that, and she will get every sports question right.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
she is just that girl when it comes to sports.
Okay.
There's another one. Yes.
Yes, for sure.
Oh my
Honestly,
goodness.
yes.
Okay, so we're going to stay in round 4
Okay,
because this one is kind of a funny situation.
Oh, man.
let's hear it.
So what constellation is on the flag for Alaska? This Alaska state flag.
And I will say that we got this one right because we all came to the same consensus because we were at least on the same page.
Right.
But Brandon, in Brandon fashion,
Was on a different page.
was on a different state.
Oh.
So I was thinking the right thing. I was just thinking Arizona,
Yeah.
not Alaska. I don't know why I heard Arizona.
Your ears glitched.
I guess.
That's the only explanation.
Yeah, it's almost just like that Nickelodeon one.
Oh yeah.
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 Oh man, that one really made me mad.
You just
but-
missed the whole word.
I
Wow.
did. I was
Wow.
very confident, but I did not hear one word for that one. Just like this one, I misheard the one word, one word that made a whole difference.
Yeah.
So, but thankfully we got it right.
We did.
Good.
Even though you thought the flag was red.
Yes.
Because you thought it was Arizona.
Yes, and I
The
realized.
flag is blue. Because
Yes,
it's
the
Alaska.
Alaska flag is blue. Arizona flag is red with some blue, but it's got only one singular star for the Arizona
I
one
see.
because
Yes.
it's like a sunshine.
Right.
What constellation do you think is on the Alaska flag?
I would say the Little Dipper.
Well, you're half
You're
right.
close.
You're half
Big
right.
Dipper.
It is the, Big, Dipper. Mm-hmm.
And the other
Big
flag that makes it like Percy something. There's another star on there as well, so it's the
Polaris?
Big Dipper. Yes.
Yeah, Polaris.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like not sure what in the world you were talking about.
I
So
there was a meteor shower this past weekend. I think it's the Perseids meteor shower or something like that. And I was like,
Oh, okay.
oh, maybe I want to go see that. But I think my brain is still on like Perseids, Perseus,
the
PER
Olympians
situation.
Yeah.
Fair.
Okay, I understand. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to our round 5 one. Round 5, I'll let you choose again. It was pop music, the Cold War, or the British War. No, Brit TV.
British TV, yeah.
Why do I have
The
war
Brit
there?
War.
Okay.
Like that is what I wrote for the category, but that is not
Why?
correct.
Brit
I
War.
don't know. So, but
Okay.
the other two
So
were
I would pick pop culture, please.
the
Pop music?
Pop music. Okay, so the question was, who was the rapper that
That was featured.
That was
on
featured in Baby by Justin Bieber.
Ludacris.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
This
So-
one over here was like, it's Usher.
No. I said Ludacris first, but then I was like, wait, no, that's not right.
OMG.
So no, and then I just happened to have it switched where Usher is the one that found Justin Bieber on
Right.
YouTube.
Right.
And Ludacris is kind of like really what like jumped his career up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So
At least we talked him out of changing his mind.
Yes, I'm
Yes.
so glad that y'all did.
Yes. We were all like, no.
I swear I'm not the problem.
Because if that would have been the reason y'all did not get a point.
Not the whole problem.
Not the whole problem.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yes.
So
Thank
okay.
you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
But yes, because of that, we still got it right.
But you know what? I'm curious to hear, what is that Cold War question?
Oh, so what significant structure was brought down in
19 something.
19 something in Germany?
Yeah. And this was another one where in prime Brianna form, which I have not been in recently, it was like, she wasn't even finished asking the question. I was like, writing it down.
Because
Did you write down the Berlin Wall?
I did.
You did. She did. Well, because that was like the only main structure that was really like brought down during that
Right,
time.
right.
So, and then of course that one actually had a bonus answer.
Oh.
Two bonus points.
Two bonus points answers. We had to say the two.
Who was the leader of the United States and who was the leader of
Russia.
at that point?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you happen to know?
So the leader during here,
Mm-hmm.
correct me if I'm wrong, but Lyndon B. Johnson.
Incorrect.
Wrong.
Oh,
Wrong.
Okay. When did Johnson? Oh! It's JFK.
Nope.
No. Dude, that's before. That's before. Okay. Sorry.
You were so confident and
I
then
know.
you're like,
I'm like, oh.
Okay.
Okay,
This
yes.
is the 80s.
Right.
80s.
So we're talking about Ronald Reagan.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, I had to get back on track, y'all. I was thinking.
we've been all through time
all
today.
all over the place.
I was thinking of everything but that. But yes, Ronald Reagan was our leader.
Mm-hmm.
But then in
Russia.
you said Russia.
Always in a hurry. They're Russian.
Yeah, gee. So it was under the Soviet Union.
Yeah, I think that's what she actually called it. At that
Yeah.
point.
Probably.
The USSR. What is it? What is it? I know this.
Do you know the quote? Because that's how we figured it out.
Mm-hmm. Well, no other Brandon knew.
Well, because he knew the quote.
And I
yeah, that's
remember this person loved vodka. He loved vodka.
He's Russian.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah.
And his very Russian.
Vodka in Russian is literally just translated
same
to
thing.
no, it's little water.
Oh,
it
oh.
is.
Because of
It
the
is.
because
I
of the
didn't know
ka. So
Ka.
vad is
Vodka.
water, but when you do the ka at the end, that's what makes it little.
Okay, I don't know who this is, y'all.
Mikhail Gorbachev. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall. That is the quote.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the quote that other Brandon said, and that is the quote that Stormy, our trivia host, said.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
So, all right. So now we're going to move on to our round 6 one. We do have one that's starred, but I'm going to go ahead and let Eddie choose which one to do.
Okay.
We have Greek history, cast party, and video games. Which one would you like?
Oh, let's do video games.
The video games?
Yes.
Okay, so we were asked for the title of the game series that has Melee, Brawl, and Ultimate.
Is it Street Fighter?
No, it is not Street Fighter. You are in the lines of what kind of game it is, but this is a Nintendo game.
Oh. Say the names again for me one more time.
Melee, Brawl, Ultimate. And there were 4 games, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Oh, you don't?
And
Okay.
That was the
There
scared
was
look
one-
in my eyes as you looked at
Okay.
me for
You're like,
confirmation.
I-
and I said, I don't know.
Okay. So there was one for the Nintendo 64. That was the first one.
Right.
Then the GameCube.
Okay.
Then there was one for the Wii. And then there was one for the Switch.
To be fair, I don't know a lot of Nintendo games, so
How dare you?
I will have to not know this one.
It is Super Smash Bros.
Super Smash Bros.
Oh,
so
wow.
this was one that I actually knew, but I forgot the super. We got it. We got it right because Bree was one of the people in the group that reminded me about it. So
He said Smash Bros. And we were like, doesn't it have Super in front of it?
Super Smash Bros.
Super Smash
so
Bros.
Super Smash Bros.
Wow. Honestly,
super.
wow, that's incredible that y'all knew that. I did not know that.
I mean, every once in a while we'll have one that we're just like, oh yeah, it's this. Like that's easy.
Or like, we think it's this and it feels too easy.
Right, right.
So then we second guess ourselves, like Ludacris.
Luckily, we didn't let you do that.
Thank you,
Yes,
you.
It was not a sure.
All right, so now with all of those,
Yes.
we end up going to the wager of death, which is the last question of the night. So before we do that, we have 101 points, just like the Dalmatians. We have 101
Oh, that's
points.
cute. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you're a big Disney nerd. So.
I know, I love it.
Oh man, you would have been disappointed in the Disney question. We'll have to talk about that later.
Please do, because I love Disney trivia.
It was super easy.
When was the Disney question?
It was the first.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I saw it.
What
I
kind
saw
of
it.
animal is Sebastian in The Little Mermaid?
OMG. A crab.
Yeah, from Jamaica.
A
I made
Jamaican
sure to
crab.
put that.
Yeah, a Jamaican crab.
But yeah, it's like she asked the question and we were all like, oh, we thought it would be more difficult.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, because I was also in the round with the double down, and so we were like, "Oh, this is gonna be an easy question," and then it wasn't.
You said not at all.
All right, so the last question of the night for our wager of death was, "What's your number?" And so that is one where we are given 4 clues, and we have to take all the each number for each clue and add them all up together to turn in one number, and have to do it within a range of 3.
Okay.
So, these are the 4 clues, and if you want to use the board and marker that I gave you to kind of help you try to figure it out
Yes.
a little bit.
Let's do it.
So, yeah, we're not mean. This is not Clue. You can write down stuff.
Well, thank you.
All right, so it was the number of strings on a classic violin.
Hmm.
The number of states Lincoln held in the 1860 election. Yeah.
Yeah.
Songs to hit the Hot 100 with Eminem featuring Rihanna. So how many songs hit the Hot 100 from Eminem featuring Rihanna?
Okay.
And then U.S. capitals that start with the letter B, as in Brie.
Hey.
Okay. So I'm gonna have you restate the Abraham Lincoln one for me, please.
Okay, so that one is, how many states did Lincoln hold in the 1860 election? So for the final election, how many states did Lincoln get?
Okay.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what do you have for strings on a violin?
I have 4.
You are correct with 4.
Per.
I thought it was 8 because I was being stupid and thinking, oh, it had a string for each note and a scale.
Too fancy.
Yeah, way too fancy on that one.
Fancy.
I don't see a number for what we put for the states one.
We gave up on that one. So we were trying really, really hard on a couple of the categories.
Yes.
And I was like, yeah, no, we're thinking too hard. We're not going to get this right. Let's wager 0 points and just put a number.
Mm-hmm.
So we were like, how many states were there in 1860?
Well, and I was in the middle of like making a map, and I'd show you, but it's got the answers. So yeah,
okay.
I'll show you after. But how many do you have?
I put 36.
That's too many.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
It's actually 18.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
He had like less than 40%.
Interesting.
Yeah, because you got to remember, this is in 1860.
Right,
so
right.
there's not the full 50.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking more so like, there's probably like a good 40 something at the time, I think, but I could be totally wrong, which I think I am. So, okay, you're right.
Because I don't even think at that point Texas had fully become a state.
Well, because we had 13 colonies.
I think Texas...
We had 13 colonies. That's why we had the 13
Mm-hmm.
stars.
Stripes. Stripes.
Is it
13
stripes?
stripes. Yeah, there's 50. There's 50 stars.
No,
The original flag.
The original flag.
The original flag had 13 stars. But
right.
as more states got added, that's when we added more stars.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, well, I got that one wrong for sure.
Okay, so how many songs did you put down for the Hot 100 Eminem featuring Rihanna?
This is a stretch, but I think I put 10.
No, 2. Okay, let's see.
So yes, Texas was a state in 1860.
Oh, yeah.
Texas is 1861.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
So no.
it was listed.
Yeah,
It
but if you
was
look on this
listed.
side,
Oh, states seceded. They were part of. They were.
Oh.
Yeah. Seceded means separate from.
yes, yeah, I know it's seceded because they threatened. Texas threatened again, like sometime recently.
Yeah.
But okay, it's not 10. It's actually just 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew it was a reach for sure.
All right. So the next thing that we were that I told you to get a number for was the U.S. capitals that start with B. How many did you say?
I said 7.
You said 7. All right. That's just a little bit too much, but not too far.
Words are hard.
Words are hard, especially after having wine. So it's actually 4, which we put 6.
Yeah.
Because we got
We had
3 of them.
Bozeman that was extra. Bozeman, Montana.
No, the one that was extra was Birmingham because we thought that
Yeah.
was the capital of Alabama, but it's Montgomery,
Yep.
not Birmingham. So we originally thought that it was just 5, and we were like, oh, let's just put 1 more just in case like we're under somewhere else.
Right.
So, but yeah. So then, like I said, we had to turn in 1 number and get within a range of 3. Ooh. So when you add all 4 of those numbers up together, you actually get a total of 28. So, yeah, so we had to be like between 25 and 31 in order to get points for that.
So no, we did not get points. It was a good thing we didn't wager points because we would have lost.
Right. I think we put down
That's
40.
right.
We didn't. I didn't write it down on the paper, but I think we put down like
Yeah,
40.
I think so too.
Yeah. So my dogs are barking outside. So if you are hearing dogs barking, that is the reason why. But okay.
Dogs barking.
Her.
Her.
So demure. So mindful.
Honestly, I love that TikTok trend right now.
I love it too. It's just.
I'm going to sit here cluelessly because I don't know
It's why
what
I-
I'm talking about.
It's the reason why I introduced you the way that I did.
Oh.
Is like the
The
demure
way she's like,
breed.
oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I
I don't-
know what the
I
word
just heard it on
demure
radio.
means. Okay.
I just heard it on the radio and I was just like, that's hilarious. I'm
Okay.
going to use it. So
Okay.
if anyone can explain it, it's Eddie. So
We can wait till later.
yeah. All right, but with that, we are now moving on to our own trivia segment where, Eddie, this is where you're going to have to clean off your board because this is how you're going to be turning in your answers. Now,
I'm excited.
Since this is Eddie's first time and it's been a bit since we've done this, I'm going to explain the rules. So you two can choose whether you want to work together or not. If you work together, then as long as one of you gets the correct answer, you will get a point. If you don't, then whoever gets the answer gets 3 points.
If they get it correct.
If they get it correct. Even if both of you get it correct, if you're not working together, you get 3 points. So if you're working together and one person, if both of y'all get it correct, then it's 2 points.
Okay.
If y'all are working together. So, but, yeah, I think that's all, like pretty much the general basis of the rules. Do you
Okay.
understand, Eddie?
I do. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So I'm going to do this real quick.
It's a scoreboard.
It's the scoreboard.
Dun, dun, dun.
Scoreboard.
There are 5 questions, and if there's a tie, then I just have to make something up.
What does WX mean?
Work together, not work together.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's Brandon's brain. It just kind of goes
Yeah.
with it at this point.
That is
If it
true.
makes sense to him.
You know, why did I
and he's
ask
the one
that?
who's keeping track.
Truly, that was my fault.
There
Sorry
we go.
for asking that stupid question.
It was not a stupid question. You just didn't know what was going on. So, alright. I'm going to make sure that this does not unlock on me all the dang time. Okay, so your first category. So I'm going to tell you the category, and that's when you can tell me whether you want to work together or not. So your first category is U.S. history.
Well, you work together.
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay, so we're working together. Alright, so who received a patent for the phonograph in 1878?
What?
Who received a patent for the phonograph in 1878?
What's
Yeah.
that? Eddie, are you writing down an answer over there?
No, I
or-
put the year.
Oh, I feel like that was Edison, but I could be very wrong.
Oh, the year. Well, the year 1878. Honestly, I think you may be right.
So are we gonna go with it, or do you have
Ooh.
any more information?
I'm
Yeah.
just trying to.
Now, just because you're working together, you don't,
We don't
have
have
to
to
do the
pick.
the same answer. So if you think it's something else, but y'all are working together, as long as one of y'all get it correct, you will get a point.
Okay, well, I know.
And if both of y'all put the same answer and it's correct, then both of y'all will get 2.
Okay.
Okay.
I like that answer,
Okay.
but I think and I think I could be wrong, but I would have to go with Ben Franklin. I'm sorry.
So
Wait. Well,
1878.
I'm thinking of.
I'm pretty sure he was
Is
dead.
he? Was he?
Because
Now
he
you got
was
me
already
thinking.
like.
don't get me, don't look at me.
No.
I'm just the one that I
think
know
he
the answer,
Because
but
when was Benjamin Franklin president?
not
Never.
at all.
Was he not president?
No.
No.
Ben Franklin was a founding father, but
Y'all are-
not a president.
No. Yes, he was.
No, he
No,
wasn't.
Thomas Jefferson was president.
I literally am confusing them too. Then.
Yeah.
I was
Just
like,
a lot.
Sorry. Okay.
Franklin
Then.
did the key and the kite.
That's true. That's true. My fault. My apologies. Let's go ahead and go with the first answer.
Which was?
Thomas Edison.
And is that what y'all are
That
both
is-
putting down?
That is what I am writing.
Yeah.
All right. So So we got T. Edison on both sides.
I cannot believe I said that. Let's.
It's
How about
okay.
let's edit that out?
How about no? All right. So with both of your answers being Thomas Edison, I can say that is correct. It was Thomas Edison. So both of you have 2 points. Good job.
I gotta give that to my queen, Brie.
You're welcome.
Well, that's why you have the work together or work separately option.
I
So.
was thinking I would need your help on that one.
All right. Now we're moving on.
When I can.
Now we're moving on to our alcohol question.
Okay.
Work together or separately? Do you think you can get this separate? So that way y'all can get 3
Sure.
points?
Let's go
Yeah.
separate. Yeah.
Okay. What does the P stand for when referring to an IPA?
Oh.
What does the P stand for when referring to an IPA? Looks like don't like I want to see it, but don't show Brie. Okay.
I know that I have heard this and I know that
Mhm.
I've been told this, but
Mhm.
I, for the life of me, cannot remember what it means.
I mean, just put a P word and you might be right. You never know.
I think I might be wrong, but whatever. Put that P word, girl.
Put it.
I can't even think of a P word related to beer right now. Because this is not right.
Okay. Do. All right. So the answers that we got: Eddie turned in plant, and Bree turned in phosphate.
Yeah, no, I was not right. I know that for sure.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is incorrect on both.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah. The P in IPA actually stands for pale.
India Pale Ale.
That's
India
right.
Pale
I
Ale.
knew that I knew it.
And I worked at 2 docks, y'all. OMG.
The brewers would be very unhappy
I
with
hope
you, sir.
I hope the 2 doctors don't like hear this segment of the podcast.
Oh, I was going to ask you to share it with him.
Oh gosh. Okay, yeah, I surely would.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, please
do.
Please do. All right, so we're going to go on to our next question, which is gyms. And not like jewels, like workout gyms.
Oh.
Can we go to the jewelry?
No. No. So is this going to be a work together or separately?
I'm down to work together.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, we can
Okay.
do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to work together. All right. Within a range of 6 either way. I know, Needy's making weird noises.
I was going to say your dog is ready to go to bed.
Yeah.
She said, ugh.
Oh,
Like,
I've got a
guys,
story about that later.
stop.
I've got a story about that later. Okay. Within a range of 6, either way, from all 9 generations of Pokemon, how many individual gyms are there?
Sir, I thought you said...
He did. But doesn't the gym, like, where they train their Pokemon or something?
That's also where you fight the gym leader and get a badge.
Okay.
I thought you said gym. Like, gym, working out.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the gym in the games
I would-
or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he always finds a way to sneak Pokemon in
Yes,
there. And
yeah.
I'm like, I don't know anything.
I don't know anything either, girl.
That's
so-
why I'm saying you have at least a range of 6, either direction.
How many individual gyms are there?
Individual gyms. And that is a very important word. Individual gyms. And I can tell you that in order to, like, beat the game, you have to get 8 gym badges.
Do we want to say 10?
Because if you said in a range of 6, right? Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm. Range of 6, either way, from all 9 generations.
Okay, wait. So 72.
72. Let's start there.
You need. So if there are 9 generations and you need 8 gym badges to get, like, to win a game. I'm assuming I'm probably wrong, 1 game per generation.
That's what I would think.
So I'm at 72.
Okay.
I will have to say that there is one generation that added gems.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, assuming you have a little bit of leeway.
Right.
Maybe. 85 plus or minus 6, which would give us from 79 to 91. I can math.
I can math. Well, I'm glad one of us can, girl, because
It may take me a little bit sometimes, but
It's getting there.
it's the
Okay.
simple things. That's where the snacks help.
ShnAAAcks.
facts. But I love where you started, 72. Yes. Gosh, this one, Brandon. I think you purposely put this one in here.
I always
because-
sneak a Pokemon
Yeah.
one. You just will not know which one is the Pokemon one.
Well, clearly, I was so confident in this one. I'm like, oh, gym question. Okay, got it.
Right?
That
Got
that's
Planet
it.
Fitness.
Yeah, like, he's gonna ask, what
What's
is
the
mach-
purple one?
Yeah, what's the machine that you run on, or something like that.
That could be a trick question.
Well, oh, facts. Wait, yeah, yep, okay.
Yeah.
But anyways, sorry. I got so sidetracked with that. OMG. I don't know. I wouldn't know what to say.
I mean,
Okay. I mean that I'm not gonna get any closer or better of an answer than my 85. So I'm gonna give up there.
Honestly,
okay, so Bree is turning 85.
and since we work
Hey.
together,
Turning in. Sorry, turning in
Oh.
85.
I was
So-
like, hold on.
no, I said she's turning
And-
85.
I look
Eddie,
great for
what
that.
answer are you going to turn in?
I'm gonna go ahead and stick with my partner.
You're going to stick with 85 as well?
We're gonna go with 85.
We're going to stick with 85. All right. So, that would mean that y'all are both incorrect.
Dang it!
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. So, there are...
Well, every time he asks a Pokemon question, why do you hate me?
No, I don't hate you. It's just something that I am very knowledgeable on.
Well, sir,
Right?
what is that?
No, we're getting to we're trying to get to a point to where people will actually be able to turn in questions, so that way all three of us can play.
Mm-hmm.
That is where we're trying to get to, but we need people to email us questions.
You're gonna scare them. Ask nicely.
Yes, please.
Please turn in questions. I would love to be able to play trivia questions with these guys.
Yeah.
So, but okay, so the actual answer is there are 67 individual gyms, and the
We should
reason
have just stuck with 72.
I was
You
about to
should've. I
know.
was hiding the excitement whenever you said that because that would have given you a correct answer. So, but the reason behind that is because there is actually one generation that has no Pokemon gyms at all.
Well, that was a trick question, and I don't like it.
I'm telling
And
you.
yet you were close with 72
I
that you
know.
would have gotten it
I
if you had just
know.
stuck with that.
I know.
And I told you that one game added
know.
You said one game added gyms. I
Yeah,
Yes.
you did say that.
I did. Do you know how many gyms it added? Individual gyms?
8.
2.
Oh.
Shit.
Actually, no, 3. It added 3. It would not have made a difference. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
So,
moving on.
Yeah,
We both got that
please.
wrong. We're both tied still.
yeah, it's still tied, but I will also tell you because I had to do the math on this one to make sure that I wasn't like giving y'all incorrect information that there are 67 individual gyms, but there are 74 individual gym leaders.
I feel like there are leaders fighing for the same gym.
Yeah.
Well,
It's gonna
no,
be like a
some of them
rift rivalry situation. Is this
Facts.
like Capulet and Montague?
No, there are some gyms that
Romeo
are
and Juliet type of thing.
right. No, there are some gyms that are like co-leaders.
Yeah.
And there are some that have a gym leader retire and someone else takes over.
So do you have to be both of the gym leaders at that point?
No,
Just the one.
just the one. Just the one.
Interesting.
So yeah.
Then why do they count as a gym leader?
Because at one point during the Pokemon games, they were a gym leader. Mm-hmm. because red, blue, and yellow happened like at one point. Gold, silver, crystal happened like 2 or 3 years after red, blue, and yellow, where there's like new gym leaders, but it's still the same gym.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a wormhole.
Yeah,
It
I
is.
was about to say, wow, I didn't know all this was like in the Pokemon world. Wow.
I know.
You should have listened to our episode about 2 episodes ago, and then you would
No,
know.
no, not 2. It was
Maybe
literally
it was
just
last one.
Yeah, it was the last
Okay,
one.
Yeah.
well, that's what I thought.
That
You
one-
looked at me like I was crazy last time.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
I did listen to it. It was when I was working out, actually, because I remember you coming up to me and you're like, "Did you hear it?" And I was telling you, remember?
Not a lot of people realized that we had uploaded the 4th episode.
Yes.
Wow.
Which is weird because like I sent it to the
Yeah.
same people that like I always do. But either way, we're getting sidetracked. We are now moving on to our rock and roll question. Are you going to work together or individually?
Let's go individual.
I agree. I concur.
You concur. All right. Which member of the Beatles was born with the name Richard Starkey? Which member of the Beatles was born with the name Richard Starkey?
Oh man, what is?
And you don't need like the full member name, just as long as I know which one you're talking about. Okay.
My handwriting decided to take a nosedive.
I know that's not how you write it, but
I know who you're talking about though.
her.
Okay. So, Eddie has turned in John Lennon,
Okay.
and Bree has turned in Ringo Starr. And the answer
I feel like you got it.
is Ringo Starr.
Yeah, that would only make sense because of the name.
I was like, it's there's one with a weird name. It can't be biological. It's not even
It can't be biological.
biological, natural,
Biological.
original. Yes.
Okay, so we're now moving on to our 5th question, which is our sports ball question.
Oh
Sports.
shit.
Yeah, sports. So are we working together or separately?
We can work together if you want.
Okay, we could do that.
Okay.
All right,
Totally.
we're working together. So, then just no matter what, like if one of y'all gets it correct, Bree will win.
Right.
So, okay. As long as you're,
You're
as
like,
long as
okay.
you're aware.
Yeah. Very aware now.
Oh, that's 3 points, not
Yes.
2. I put 2 automatically. I don't know why.
Oh boo.
I know. Okay. Your sports question.
Sports.
What is one of the 4 major golf opens that doesn't take place in the U.S. every year? What is the one of 4 major golf opens that doesn't take place in the U.S. every year?
I want to say British Open.
I wouldn't know. So British would be it.
Because they have the U.S. Open. They have the one that they do in Georgia that's like, oh, good Lord, I can't remember the name of it. They have the Masters.
Yeah, right. Which one is the one that just finished? Not that long ago.
The World Sports Tournament.
No. Not that
I
one.
mean,
No.
she's not wrong.
She's
We
not,
did
no.
win a goal. That is one of the goals that we won.
Yes, not that one. Gosh. Anyway, I don't know. It wasn't the world sports.
The World Sports, yeah.
For sure.
We got 2, actually. Oh, we got 2 golds, I think.
Oh,
I
did
think
we?
men's and women's.
Oh, per.
Oh, cool. Cool. Okay.
This is my answer because if I continue to think, my brain's going to bust.
Yeah.
So
I
Bree
would-
is turning in
I
the
would-
British Open.
I would turn that in too. Because yeah.
Eddie, you're also going to turn in the British Open?
Yes.
Okay.
Do they ever do one in Canada?
I don't know.
That's a good question. I'm actually not aware of that. All right. So, with the British Open as both of your answers, that means that we are done with this game because that is the correct answer, the British Open Championship. So, that concludes our own trivia game with Eddie ending the game, his first own trivia questions with 4, And Bree winning the game with 7.
Wow.
So congratulations, Miss Bree.
Congrats.
So with this, that means Bree, next episode, you get to choose what the topic is.
Ooh.
Yes, I know. And as we have said before, that if for some odd reason you do not know a topic that you want to talk about or just don't want to choose one, then just let me know and we will, and I will choose one for us that is not Pokemon related unless y'all like are just like, might as well just do it and get it done and over with.
We had part 1.
We had part 1.
We did.
We did have part 1, so it's something that we can always save in the back pocket. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up.
All right. So just remember that we are available for you to stream on Spotify and YouTube at BBL After Trivia. We are still working on Apple Podcast. There are some things that we're trying to work out, and we've just been really busy. Also trying to get the Instagram up and running. So everything will be at BBL After Trivia.
Yes, BBL After Trivia. And yes, we, Bree and I just started the Instagram page. So please give us a follow, and we will try to give you a shout out as well during the episodes.
And if you have any questions that you would like us to answer, or that you want to quiz us on, or topics you may think of you want us to talk about, leave a comment. Please like and follow.
Yes. Please like, follow, and
subscribe.
Yes, subscribe. It helps with the algorithm, so that way we can also spread our nerdinisms to other people, just to share the love of trivia.
Honestly, yeah.
So
we all want more friends.
Yeah, really, that's all it is. We just want to be friends with everyone. So, but please also, if you don't want to do that on the comments, whether it's for the videos on our Instagram, you can always email us at bblaftertrivia@gmail.com. That is bblaftertrivia@gmail.com. I will read all the emails that you send to us, so that way we can try to figure out if it's going to be a trivia question or not. Sure. So, with that, thank you. That is it for this episode. And I've been Brandon.
It's Bree.
And I'm Eddie.
And we will be back later.
Bye.
Bye.